No! Oh no! Wait. I have to go back to. Now it's correct. Hello! Wonderful people! And welcome to this out of schedule surprise Wild Sea session with a wonderful guest, Azul!
Yeah! Welcome.
Oh, so much love. Thank you.
Yes. Azul is from the Cares a Lot network. You probably have heard him on some other weird shenanigans streams we did. And he is running the wonderful podcast Don't Forget Your Towel. Oh, wait. Coincidentally, I'm actually wearing my my Hitchhiker's Guide shirt.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Behold it, friends. Don't forget your towel. Find him on Twitter. I will wait. I just prepared a. Oh, I have to tweet
Amazing.
first. I didn't plan this. I just were like, I need a shirt today.
I love your t-shirt. Yeah, it's so cool.
But the bad thing is, it is the hand. But when I sit, it looks like a butt. So a lot of people think I just have a shirt with like this butt.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Nice. It's intentional.
Yeah.
Great.
There we go. No, the other hand.
It's like Zane and his butt t-shirt.
Everyone thinks I'm like when I'm outside or something.
With like a text guide to the galaxy.
Yeah.
Above the
butt guide to the galaxy. No, that's not what I'm wearing, guys. I swear.
I love it.
Okay. Here, Azul. Yes, my new command works.
Ooh, thank you.
Okay. Then I will quickly post on the Wild Sea Discord, and then we're ready to go.
Yeah.
So for people who join anew and Azul who don't know your character, do you want to quickly just describe your characters again? Each other and the new viewers.
Yeah.
Wait, should I start or
Whoever wants to go first.
You start.
Alison can start.
Alison.
Okay, dokie, I can start.
Yay.
Please describe your signs.
Yes, I'm signing my entire character right now, as you can clearly
Good.
see.
Yeah.
Very, very descriptive. Okay, yeah. So I play Vash Sarji, or just Sarji. They are a Ketra. They have a Ridgeback origin and a Tempest post. So for people who play D&D, basically they are a Storm Sorcerer. They are bluish green, and they have on their head they have a sort of like the Ketra are basically kind of like squid people. So they're basically like squid people with mixed with a gelatinous cube, and they.
Amy Lix Grace is following. Thank you and welcome to the family.
Nice.
Thank you.
And Sarji has on what they identify as their head anyway, these kind of very long sort of tentacles that are constantly moving, like they're underwater, and they're kind of a transparent bluish green color with like little swirling ink blots all around them. And that is Sarji.
Very cool. And you mostly sign, right? Because otherwise you
Yes,
would
Sarji
shatter.
is is not capable of speaking below shouting. I imagine they are partially deaf from whatever accident gave them their abilities to commune with storms and control lightning, which they can do. So I imagine they're partially deaf, and so they rely mostly on sign language to communicate, because otherwise it's very embarrassing for everybody.
And that's not a problem for Douglas, but it's a problem for Wu because he doesn't know any sign language. So Douglas always has to translate for me. I don't know if you know sign language, Azul, but
I don't believe I do.
I don't think
Good.
Azul. No,
Okay.
Azul does not know
Nice.
Old Hand either. So no. So
Yeah.
I imagine Wu has learned a couple curse words though.
oh yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, he smelled it a bit.
Yeah.
Like the middle finger and probably, yeah. Maybe I should continue. So my character is called Bralvu Elro. You can call me Vudo, and he's a mushroom person, a Gao, from the submerged alchemist background, and well, he doesn't have any knees or elbows. It's just wiggly arms and legs. And he doesn't have any eyes either. He's just wearing some welding goggles so that other people are not confused as to where to talk to, so they can look at the goggles when they speak to him. But he's actually smelling instead.
Article 114 is now following. Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the front, actually.
Anything else? Oh yeah, I'm growing my spore bombs under my armpits. That was a new thing last session.
What's an
So,
alchemist?
What's an alchemist? I can concoct some wild stuff potion-y thingies. So yeah, we'll see what that means.
Some
Right now, I don't
fireworks.
have many resources, but yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes explosions are unstable around me, so be careful. Yeah. Does it say that sometimes? No, that's a Maya.
Yeah,
so,
you
I see.
you have to
Not right now.
fill the mire before that happens. So.
Nice. Still
Be good.
I
Be
warned you.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh god.
Mayana, welcome, and that's already the first hydrate.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Also,
Oh, no,
welcome
okay,
Emily
sorry.
Grace and Article 14, Journey Before Destination.
Hey, Frozen.
Oh, and Smoses, hello.
Hello.
Emily Grace says, so glad I could finally jump into your stream. Love the team at Fate's Grip. Not sure if we're being confused right now. Oh, because I've never played Fate's Grip. But I'm still glad you're here.
It's fine.
Welcome everyone. I'm very happy to. have you all on this journey before destination. The hydration continues. Yes, Moses, you're right. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Douglas or Doug.
Sarchi's personal translator.
Yeah, I'm actually not paid for that, I think. That's
yet.
fine. I am since there's a squid person and a mushroom person, I'm a bucket person, I guess. So I'm an ironbound dredger. So basically like a treasure hunter in form of a
Bye, Master. Sorry, Master of Space just has a session and he just popped in so he could drop the 2,000 points on the summon Leviathan.
Oh no!
bro.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Well done, well
Sarchi
done.
salutes them.
Have enjoy
evil.
your session, Master. Okay, sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
Yeah, we're already 4K into the Leviathan. That's bad. Okay. Yeah, so I'm basically a spirit bound to some kind of hull, mostly barrels and maybe some chests. I have a ship's cannon in my left knee, and yeah, I'm basically very big, clunky bucket. Yep,
Bucket person.
that's right.
That's so cool. Yeah, so Ezrith is also a aptly named tentacle person. Echidna is the correct term. Sorry, I was just joking. He is a anchor, so he's kind of this like ghost-like creature that is also a tentacle-like creature. He has these sinuous tendrils that kind of come out from his head and like his upper body, but the end kind of just becomes ghostly and cuts off into the ether, kind of like the image that Zane has so wonderfully drawn, actually.
Nice, yay!
He's got a lot of scars on his body from previous, well, we'll find out, previous things. And he's a Horizoneer, so he's kind of like a scholar slash explorer slash person who wants to learn things. They kind of go around trying to learn as much as possible of the Wild Sea, and get in and share that knowledge with everybody. Yeah, I think that's Israel.
All right,
Cool.
lovely. Thank you all, and thank you Felixy, who just followed. Thank you so much, and welcome to the family. Also, Mayana, was it Mayana? Yes, Mayana donated a advantage to whoever needs it. Fighting the wants to be murdered by the Leviathan, at least.
So Sarchi then.
Yep. Okay.
You don't like Leviathans?
No,
Wait,
he
wait,
wants to be
Sarchi-
murdered by a Leviathan.
Oh.
No, the least. The least, yeah.
Oh, the least, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so last time was actually our winter holiday one-shot special where Wu, Sarji, and Douglas helped Haggard's Cross to retrieve the missing claws of Santana, or Santana's claws, if you will, from the Grinch clan. And save Crittermas, because without Crittermas, Haggard's Cross will starve to death. But they won! They defeated the pirates, the Grinch clan, and returned Santana's claws back. Enjoyed some Sauerbraten, which was very good.
Yeah.
Met Santana, who apparently is a omnipotent goat. Nobody knows it for sure. And now, yeah, relaxed, healed up a little, and repaired the ship at Haggard's Cross. And now, probably enjoying a breakfast Sauerbraten in the local tavern, meeting Ezrith, who was joining their table, as it's very cramped now that everyone is not sad anymore and they eat again. Yeah, you sit together with your
I don't think
breakfast.
Sarchi would be in a tavern
Yeah,
because they serve food with salt on it. And,
exactly. So you got the only
Not brave enough.
you got the only table outside because
Reach.
you don't want to be close to the salt kitchen. So you have the only table outside, and Ezrith, I guess everything is full. So you ask to join the one seat at the table, and yes. Why don't we pick up from here?
Okay, so we are eating Sauerbraten. That's good, I guess.
Especially you, the ship person without a stomach.
I mean,
Right, how does that
I can,
work?
yeah, I'm just trying to like shove a slice of meat, like maybe opening the bucket, like holding a bucket a little bit up and like just throwing that meat in there. Hear like a little flash when it like hits the ground. Yeah, it's
How do you get rid of it, though?
oh, that's how this works. I'm gonna eat this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same if you eat something, right?
Yeah, I guess. I'm just sucking it up through my various openings on my body.
Sarji is very stiff. Their upper body still appears like the lead pirate of the Grinch clan, but you see they have since apparently spotted a few ectus that they liked, and there are some like sort of flowery shapes on their sprouting from their shoulders now. While Ferocity, their squall kitten, which is like a little storm kitten shaped storm cloud, is kind of gnawing on a plate of sauerbraten in front of them.
Sarji, do you want something?
Just
Maybe
get
we
kind
can
of
ask the
like a very
kitchen.
very stiff no.
Maybe we can ask the kitchen so they don't use salt. What do you think? Pretty sure they have some stuff without salt. Yeah, okay. I mean, I wouldn't trust this kitchen either. So
Yeah,
Fine.
you see Sarji signing at Douglas, just and you Wu, you see just kind of a very very stiff all body language says no.
I can read that.
Fine. Don't eat. Oh, well. So what's the plan?
Do we have a plan?
I mean, I have some.
What are we
goals, I
doing here?
guess.
What are your drives? What do your characters
some new
want to
laundry.
achieve in life?
So I have the feeling. I mean, I have the feeling that Sarchi really wants to kill some animal or creature,
You see,
right?
you both see a very very excited like fist pump, both arms in the air, like yes.
Okay,
I don't
let's.
think so. I don't get that feeling.
Oh,
I really need to go do some shopping now.
shopping.
Is there any clothes shopping around here? I would like to do that.
Yeah, like clothes. There's this one, one shabby little like tent that has more holes than cloth fitting over it, but which seems to have some clothes and rags and some leather adjacent things.
That sounds good. I might do that after the meal.
Okay. Yeah, you take your
Sarchi,
time.
so what do you want to hunt? Yeah, I mean, not the size of it. I mean, I know probably like as big as possible, but like something on an island in the wild sea. What do you prefer? Doesn't matter.
Sarji would like to try and think of what things are fun to hunt, but also taste good. So I guess I would use sharps and hunt for that, and possibly Leviathan furs.
Yes. What are you?
What is fun to hunt, but also tasty.
Okay, go ahead.
That's conflict with a twist.
Okay. Your favorite quarry that is fun to hunt and extremely tasty, not salty at all, is the scaled cloudfly, which is a
Sounds yummy.
Yeah,
A fly.
a lizard-like body with big scarabaeus-like chitin on the back, and usually traverse the thrash, but can fly for a brief amount of time to like get over land masses, but not for long. The only problem is it lives around special kind of trees, like vine trees. They aren't here, so you would have to sail in different waters, different leaves to the south-ish. So it is a bit of a journey to reach like the place where you would encounter these. Yeah, but what would you like to the
I
twist to
see.
these?
Oh,
What did I say?
I'd like the
Scaled-
twist that
Cloudfly.
Ezrith knows where
Cloudfly,
one of
thanks.
these trees would be.
Ooh.
You would like to know?
I would like my twist that Ezrith knows where to find some of these trees.
Ah,
nice.
nice.
Oh.
So Ezrith, where are those trees?
Okay. Until this point, I didn't even know I was part of this conversation. Okay.
I
Yeah, no,
didn't think they
maybe
were.
this is
I
the
didn't think they
entrance.
were either. Yes, this could be your entrance, or this can be. Yeah.
Everyone looks at you while you have like the sauerbraten going to be stuffed in your mouth. And you're like,
Yeah, I'm like still having stuffed in my mouth, but I'm still raising my hand, and I'm just like, no, wait, I have an idea.
I think this person wants to tell us something. Let him finish. Okay.
Thank you for waiting for me. So I may be able to help you with this tree that you're looking for. I think.
The
You
vine
see
trees.
Sarchi kind of like quickly like make the tightly clasped prayer shape like like yay!
If you will hear my pleas and provide me with some company, I could certainly help you in this glorious mission that you wish to undertake to this tree.
Nod.
How do we know you're not scamming us?
To be honest, I don't even know if I'm scamming myself.
Oh.
So that's very,
So
I mean, you know, the fact that you asked that must mean that you're very smart, so I can't scam a smart person, right? So
right.
I
That's
think,
true. I like
right?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
just
So you have seen those trees before?
Yes, I remember seeing a grove of these trees several years past when I was traveling the seas. Yes.
Azul, your microphone has a lot of pop sounds. I'm not sure if it's
Oh,
his
sorry.
position or
I'll try now. I just moved it downwards.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems to have fixed it.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
So what is your name, new friend?
Oh, of course. My apologies. My name is Ezrith.
Isrith. Nice to meet you. I am Wu. This is Sarji,
Woo.
and this is Doug.
You see,
Doug?
suddenly Sarji, like they're moving their tentacle crown around, which is constantly moving anyway. But like one of them actually kind of extends out towards Ezrith, and there's one of the ink blots on the edge, and it's sort of extended out.
Yeah, and Ezrith extends one of his tentacular appendages as well, and there's like a with end block blood at the end, and there's a slight touch.
Yeah, and they merge just very, very briefly, and you see that they've actually like swapped ink blots when they pull away again.
Oh, what? What was that all about?
I think Ezrith smiles and says, "It is a pleasure to meet you."
It's sort of a kind of solemn nod from Sarji.
I'm continuing to eat. Have you found your clothing? I will take care of this after.
Okay, Sergi, that's so. Ooh, this is apparently a common greeting. Haven't seen this happen before.
No, me neither. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Can we do that too? And I extend one of my
Yeah, I don't think so.
limbs. How does this work?
Ezra Ezra takes a step back and says, perhaps when,
Yes.
and just kind of glances at Sarji, questioningly.
Yes. Yeah, Sarji's kind of like looking at Wu and like tilting their head, and like you see their tentacles are kind of curled, like sort of an.
How's that disgusting now? Is that inappropriate? Okay, maybe. Okay. I retract my lip.
Sarji kind of you see one of Sarji's tentacles kind of touch their face, like in a sort of a thinking gesture, and then Sarji just kind of gently lays one of their tentacles on your shoulder, Wu. Like that's.
I should be pleased now, or okay.
Gonna give gentle pat and then retracts.
Okay.
Like a friendly pat.
Yes, it's
Nice.
a friendly pat.
Nice.
Friendly pat.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, this has become very awkward very quickly. I will go and get some new clothes then. Sure. Anyone
I think we have.
Sarji stands up and takes and then kind of pulls Ferocity, who's less than thrilled to be pulled away from the Sauerbraten. You get this kind of some sparks and spitting, and then puts Ferocity on their shoulder, and then gets up to join you, Wu.
Are we going shopping? Ezra,
Yeah.
are you in need of some clothing?
Oh, I find myself always in need of something, so I'll accompany you and see what happens.
Nice.
Okay.
You don't
let's
So
see
happen
this
to have any
door.
money or things to trade, I mean?
I
Well,
mean, we
we
should have
established
a
that-
reputation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yes.
we established also, that there's no money in this world, so
Yeah, sorry.
things will.
Such a wonderful world.
It is.
I mean, there is currency, like valuables, but yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so you go into the tent, which barely fits four of you. It's a very small and cramped, and you encounter this bug-like humanoid with like those mandibles, and a lot of fine scarves, like a lot of layer of scarves around like the chest and the neck, like it's almost fashioned into a toga, and a lot of like strings and cloths hanging down, and he's like hunched over and looks around, and then notice you as you come in, and you see a lot of different fabrics hanging from like old rusty hunting hooks that are like too rusty to be used for hunting, and now they serve as, you know, hooks for clothing. And turns around. Snores.
Yes, hello. We are the Crittermas Savers. You
Yes.
might know us.
Yes, I have heard. You saved
we are-
Critimus.
We did. Single-handedly.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yes.
I am in
Oh my
need.
god. Yeah.
I am in need of some clothing because I lost my second favorite shirt in a storm last time.
Oh no, my condolences.
Yes,
That's
it
just
was
a
a very
tragedy.
nice. Yeah, I loved it very much. Do you have something? I'm thinking of something sparkly and bright. Maybe some patterns on. Do you have something? Something like that?
Yes, I have this shirt made from the night spark bug. It shimmers, mostly in moonlight, but sometimes, if the winds are right, also at day. What are you willing to trade for that?
Oh, actually, I was hoping that you'd be so kind. No,
It's
okay.
free.
Well then, I found this golden engraved compass, and I pull it out, and it's a broken compass, but it's shiny and.
May I see that?
Oh yes. Here.
Oh. I inspect it and blows a little and scratches a little around, like gently. It's even. Oh, it's a chart. You're willing to give
Apparently
away
it's-
a chart?
Well, maybe.
Oh, hydrate, guys.
Oh.
Cousin gals. Well, if you would part with that, you can pick at least 3 items. It's very valuable.
Okay. Okay, I'd be up for that. Yes. Do you have any
You see,
Any
like, you see Douglas on the hat section, like pulling out like a cowboy hat, I guess, if that's a thing, I don't know, and like
Duck, you can
putting-
pick one.
put,
Only one.
put it on like
Oh,
very crooked, very
good
not
choice.
aligning with the bucket.
Douglas, as you pull out the cowboy hat and you put it on, you see Sargi kind of come up to you and is slowly circling around you to the point where it almost kind of makes you a bit uncomfortable. But then once Sargi has completed their circle, you see that they've kind of shapeshifted into you, into it like a Ketra version of you wearing this hat. So you can see how you look wearing the hat.
Wow,
Ah.
that's cool.
And I turn around and see and look at myself. It's very okay.
Mayana redeemed a hat. So I didn't have a goat, but I do have a sheep. So this will be my Santana hat.
Nice.
How many different kinds of hats do you have?
Well, I had not so many, but I came back from my parents with 7 new hats. So now
Wow.
it's very
But
big
also,
and floofy sheep on my head, Mayana, with
Nice.
long ears and like the sides at the ears hang down with like little, what are these called, pommels? And it's very white and floofy. Just for you.
You should have a tier that says redeem Zane says floofy several times over.
You get that for free. Floofy. Okay, so Douglas, you are
Yes.
inspecting yourself in front of Sargi mirror.
Yeah, as you
Nice.
see, as you move, Sargi tries to like kind of mirror your movements.
Okay.
Unless you start going crazy, in which case they just kind of like come on.
like I do like a spin. No. Okay.
Yeah, they do. They just kind of you see their shoulders kind of heave because they don't really breathe. It's just
It
Maybe
suits
spin
you
too.
very well, I'd say.
Thanks.
So that's 2 items. What's the third?
Maybe our new friend can pick one. How about that?
Oh, why? Thank you so much. Is there anything that we need?
A scarf?
For our ship?
I love scarves.
Sorry, did you just say scarf?
Scarves. Yes.
I'd like to. I look at Douglas and the others, and I wonder, do we need a scarf?
I mean,
You never not need a scarf. They are going
True.
to be fancy next year. I tell you, if you invest now in a scarf, you will be a very, very, sought after personality next year.
You see Sargi kind of walk over, like kind of eyeing like one pile of scarves. And there's
Yes, this used to be a toad's tongue. Very sturdy. Can double down as a rope.
Yes, perhaps a rope scarf, strong scarf thing.
Yes, it's very strong and also very pretty.
You get a
We
nod
could
from
always-
Sargi.
Yes, but I think if my new companions would not mind, I think a scarf, rope, pretty thing would work fine for the third.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, well, just
Sounds fabulous.
that's the third item. Then I would say this concludes our business.
Oh, well. Yeah,
Thank you very
you can
much.
keep the compass. Thank you.
Well, of course, that was part of the trade.
That's how this works.
How generous of you to agree to the terms we spoke of.
I kind of feel like that was a mistake, but okay. Let's leave. Let's forget about this.
Scammed.
Sarji has tied the tongue rope scarf around their waist, kind of like a belly dancer's, like a hip shawl.
Yeah, you may note this down as a sturdy tongue scarf.
Okay. Would
Sturdy
this would be
tongue scarf.
salvage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have a cowboy hat as savage, right?
Yep.
What about my shirt?
I mean, it would be an ancient pre-V hat back at when
Ooh.
cowboys actually existed.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
valuable, right?
Oh my, yeah,
sort
that's,
of, yeah.
that's a very well-made
So,
hat.
yeah.
Pre-V hat and the Night Spark bug shirt for Wu.
Nice. It's shimmering. It doesn't do anything for me because I can't see it, but
You can
This is
smell
like
the
a-
shimmer.
everybody else.
You smell how like gloriously sparkly it is.
It is like a
Mm.
Crittermus sweater, right?
Oh yeah,
With
with
like-
LEDs
Yeah.
blinking.
Yeah, with LEDs
All
blinking.
right.
It has
Yeah.
like
Oh, that's
different
cool.
on the chest. It has like different colored scales in form of a snowflake.
Aw,
Whoa.
Nice.
Yes,
I will wear this to death.
it's already dead. Can be much deader, but okay.
To my death.
To your death. Well, that's a whole different story. All right.
Think while walking out, Ezra looks at the rest and says, "It's only been half an hour, and I've already bought a tongue. I never thought I'd buy a tongue. This is so exciting, my friends."
Yes. It is.
This is what we do. All day. We saved Crittermus, you know. Maybe you've heard of that since you're on this island.
Oh
Yeah,
my,
everybody's talking
you
about us.
saved Crittermus?
Yeah, that
You're
was us.
famous.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Probably our story will be told many Crittermuses in the future.
Well, I'm honored. I am in the presence of celebrities. So exciting.
Yeah. True.
Very much.
I will eventually, probably ask for your autographs. Later, of course, once we've traveled for longer.
What is an autograph?
It is a written thing that people in this place collect. Apparently, it has value. Somehow, I don't know the details, but everybody's doing it. So,
That is a weird concept indeed. I don't know.
you
Huh.
know, you tend to pick up things sometimes.
I guess
Oh,
that's true. And you can use all the savage you get, right?
Yeah, yeah, Sachi, it's probably because they exchange ink blots. Yeah. Something like that. But for non-squid people.
Oh. Oh, okay.
True.
Okay. So.
Well, do you want to see our mighty ship?
Ezra immediately like, hang on, do I have hands? I never can.
Wait.
A valid question in the YC.
Yeah.
Do I have hands?
I think
Gotta check.
I didn't really consider whether or not I had hands originally. I think I have hands. Yes, I have hands. I am learning new things about myself. Ezra immediately claps his hands together and says, "Oh, yes, of course, please. I would be delighted to see your ship."
Okay, should we take the slides, folks? I would like to take the slides.
I'm not taking the slides. I'm using the stairs. Sorry.
Wait,
time
but
was
we
not,
parked it at the right spot, didn't we?
Did we?
Right, Zane? Right?
Hmm.
We did.
Only
Zane
one
is
way.
like, "Did-
only
did
one
you?
way
You
to
don't
find
know."
out, I guess.
I mean,
guess.
sure. I think we parked it in the right spot. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so as an explanation, there are slides all over the island, and you can slide down to the port. And if your ship is standing in
Oh.
the right position, you will be thrown out onto your ship. But if it's not, you will just land in the sea, in the White Sea.
Like
Oh
last time.
god.
So
Like
let's
last
find
time.
out.
meant for transport, but they couldn't resist.
Let's do that again. I will try and find the next slide.
I mean, can we see from where we are, like where our ship is parked? Like, if this island is just a single mountain, basically?
Well, from the top where you have to mount the slides, the curvature is pretty strong because the island is on a giant
Oh, right. It curves
Leviathan
around
turtle
the...
shell
Right.
husk.
right,
So
right.
you don't see past it. Your ship might be there. It might also not be there. Might also have a different ship there. Who knows?
That wouldn't be too bad.
No pain, no gain,
many
and I
options.
jump onto the slide.
Okay. Anyone else?
You know. Oh god.
Sarji's just kind of standing there.
Come on,
Saying,
Saji.
"Woohoo!"
You've done this. Wasn't too bad, right?
So nobody joins.
I think Ezrith takes a step forward and says, "Well, what's the worst that could happen? I die again," and then jumps in.
Okay. You see Moo and Ezrith just vanishing behind the curvature as they gain momentum from the slide.
Oh yeah, I'm using the slide too.
And Douglas.
Yeah.
Sliding
So
down
Sarji is just kind of standing there with ferocity.
with ferocity, the rest with velocity, going down the slide.
Nice.
And as you pass the highest point of the curvature, you do indeed see a ship at the end of the slide. It's just not your ship. It's a very, very large ship of some sort of organic material. And you slide down and land on the deck with 3 thumbs. Like, yes, Douglas.
Oh my gosh. Your ship is so large and amazing. and,
Yeah, that's
wow.
Sorry.
Is anyone on this ship?
Wrong ship.
Yeah, there are a lot of people currently securing the ropes and putting cargo away, which apparently has just been delivered via slide. And some of them are looking at you surprised, following up the crates that just came down. And there's this very large female Kitra with 2 wooden legs. Oh, who may you be?
I'm no cargo, thank you.
And why are you on my ship?
Sorry, we took the wrong slide. We're very sorry.
They're all the
saved
wrong sides.
Christmas.
They're for cargo, not for people.
Yes, I
Oh, hang on. We took the wrong slide? Uh-oh.
Are you stowaways?
Yeah, we should get out of here.
Like she's like pointing a pistol in your face. You know what I do with stowaways?
Oh, we are off your ship. Sorry, we're very sorry.
You better be.
Yeah, I don't want to
Oh
find
my
out.
gosh. Oh my gosh, look behind you. It's a Leviathan. Right there, behind you.
What?
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh my god!
Look at that.
It's
Okay,
huge!
Oh no.
I need you to make a roll for that, Azul.
Can I? Oh, could this be veils or like shops? I think shops is more accurate. Yeah.
I can see both.
Okay, shops. I'm gonna try my best. Would negotiate work?
It's a bit of a.
It's kind of a lie, but it's also
It is a
not.
lie.
Is it?
Yeah, I'd say you don't try to gain anything from it, so I wouldn't say it falls under negotiate. You're just straight up lying
That's fair.
and
Okay,
distracting.
let's see if I.
But you can
Do I
use
have
the
any-
veil's edge for it.
Well, you can also use sharps, both work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
both
just
work.
checking if I have. Oh. Okay, so oh no, this isn't a wild sea creature. Damn it. Okay, cool. I don't think I have any aspects or skills for this in that case, unless.
It's fine.
Yep.
It
Fingers
makes you
crossed.
very trustworthy.
Oh god. Here goes. That is a fail. That's a 3.
Oh, a disaster. Okay.
Okay, I'm off
Oh,
and I
wait,
jump
actually-
overboard.
Actually, because Douglas is helping me, could that be counted as an advantage? Like a advantage?
Advantage, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Well,
I'll-
we
I'll
also
roll
have an
another die.
advantage from Mayana,
Yeah,
and I think
do.
so.
Let's
you can
use
use
it.
that too. Let's use that.
Okay, you use Mayana's additional advantage, so I have 2 advantages.
Okay, 2d6.
It'd be so
Oh
funny.
boy.
It would be so funny if we would reach the goal now and an actual Leviathan would be something as you say that.
Like right there.
Oh, perfect.
I'm getting very nervous. It's already.
That is unfortunately a disaster with a twist. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
My
Okay.
God.
Alright, so you see the blunderbuss slowly tilting from Douglas's face to Ezra's face, like, you think me a fool?
No?
Haven't been any Leviathans in these leaves for the last. And you see her counting on her fingers. A lot of years.
One more finger appears for each new number.
It just like multiplies.
It just multiplies.
So, you pissed me off. Why don't you give me something to soothe my temper? I have a trigger finger, you know, and I might let you pass. Without a bullet in your wibbly wobbly head. Huh?
Oh.
Any twist you can think of that might
Ooh.
help with this?
Is it too much to ask that when she's counting her fingers, we have enough time to run away?
Yeah, no, that's fine. So, Leviathans haven't been seen in a.
Run!
You start running, and you see while she's counting, she's reaching like 10 of her fingers, and then she's like calling for her mate to add with her his fingers to the equation. And you just run away while they're like trying to figure out how many fingers to count.
Very accurate sailors here.
yeah,
These
my-
are very accurate seafarers.
Mayana
Nice.
gives another advantage to Azul.
Thank you,
Says
man.
it clearly needs it.
Yeah, I have very bad luck.
All right, you just run away, and as fast as you can, and reach the actual correct ship, the crawling horseman, a much smaller ship, as you see, and Sargi already awaiting, like sitting on the edge of the railing and the plank, the walk plank on it.
Polishing his blunderbuss.
Yep.
Polishing
Well,
the
this is
blunderbuss.
This is a nice ship too.
Oh, you're just saying that.
No, I mean it. I
It's
really
okay.
do.
Do you wanna try and lie again?
I like how none of the characters have any social skills apart for like negotiating, which is still like very like non-social, but like haggling.
That is
Yeah,
not true.
should-
I have 1 rank in perform.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's something. It's something.
I have 1 in outwit, so also
yeah.
social.
Oh, see.
I don't have any social skills.
I was gonna say it's Wu who's the social disaster.
Excuse me?
Social disaster.
Well, that's why you're so
Nickname.
fashion forward, isn't it?
Yeah. A fashion
Just
fail a
went for
day
disaster.
keeps the doctor away. Okay.
Oh yeah. Also, quick plug. As I last time saw that you cannot really read the credits I put in the corner. This amazing artwork of the Crawling Horseman is made by Martin. Check out his art on Instagram with a command I also prepared for now. So yeah, Martin has a lot of awesome artworks there. Go check it out, follow, and yeah, you see this nice flexible ship with like this. How do you call it? The little connecting part in the middle, which makes it bendable in the center, and you see those.
Some kind of joint, I guess.
Yeah, like when the buses are large, they have those foldable joints in the
yeah.
middle, like this, and you see large like Leviathan ribs extending out of the lower behind part of the hull, and you see a little cage with flying foxes dangling from the back, and you see a magnificent fruit tree on top with a tiny but lovable treehouse.
That's the Crawling Horseman. Horseman.
Also,
Yep.
I forgot to mention the very cool flag in the front.
Yep. It is very cool.
Yes, it's labeled so that it is very cool. All right.
So, Alison brought up a good point. We have a stargazer now, so does that mean we get a whisper for this boat?
Yeah, Isrith has a friend somewhere in this port, don't they?
Let me Stargazer. Undercrew. Sky watching tail spinners. Automatically acquire one normal whisper when you drop anchor or dock at port.
Let's undock and dock again.
Exploit!
Ball.
Exploit!
And this time let's pick up the slide.
That is a great idea.
Yeah, sure. You gain the whisper. Let's see. Sour meat. As you see how everyone is obsessed on this island with Sauerbraten.
Fine.
Gotcha.
Is that a whisper? So you get the whisper, Ezrith?
I think the
I
ship
think so,
does.
yes. Oh, okay. Can we? Is there a place I can put it in the ship? Notes?
I guess, yeah.
When you acquire one normal whisper. Okay. Yeah, I guess. I guess everyone can then redeem it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes it a bit more open, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay. And you all go aboard the Crawling Horseman.
Sarji is like actively kind of pushing all of you like on board, like let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay,
come
okay.
on."
So
Very much
on
wants
to
to go
the
cloud fi hunting.
wine trees. Yeah.
The
Oh, it's not wine, it's vine?
vine, yeah. Like
Okay.
trees.
No
like
wine.
yeah, like giant ivory basically. But very,
Okay.
very large.
So, Ezrith, where did you see those trees? Which
Yes,
direction?
I did say that I saw these trees, didn't I?
Yeah.
So how creative can I get with where these trees are?
Wherever you want it to be.
Okay. Yes. If we travel in that direction, and Ezra just points like in a relatively northwestern direction, and says, eventually we will get to a large, huge, tall shank tree, and underneath that tree is a whole grove full of these vine trees, as you say.
Great.
You get a Douglas. You get a tap on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, that's a long
hmm.
conversation.
We so Saji kind of thought the vine trees are in the south. Do you know where south is?
Oh, isn't that south?
Well, Sarji knows where they usually are, and south is a bit far away. And Ezra stumbled or sailed past a place that's closer.
The firefly saves the day.
How does south
He's
work?
very much concerned that he knows which direction they are pointing. Do you know which way is south? Are you sure?
I always spin around my axis, and wherever I stop is south, right? How
And
it
the
works.
compass once.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
compass is gone.
Yep.
As my grandpappy used to say, south is a state of mind. Yes.
I like that.
I don't think that works. No. But if you saw those trees in that direction, which is not south, that's fine. Probably closer then. How long does it take us to think? How far it is? Is it? We're pretty fast, I think. We're always sailing at fast speed because we like to.
We are reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it's a 6-track journey.
Ooh. Okay. So pretty far.
Yep.
Let's hope there's not as many things that go wrong like last time.
Well, last time you
Last
went
time-
at
last time was
the
fine.
complete route in fast speed, which means you bumped into everything that you encountered.
Yeah. When you guys say this, Ezra immediately just like snaps back to you two. It's like, wait, last time? What happened last time?
Don't worry about it.
Nothing. That's fine.
Okay.
I think that it was mostly nature that stopped us from getting there faster than we anticipated. Yeah.
In my experience, that's usually what stops people from getting places.
Fair
nature.
point.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. Also, we kind of lost the worm through Saji. Maybe
See,
we will
their
find
arms
it
are
someday.
crossed and they're very grumpy about
Yeah.
that.
No trophy for you. Sorry.
Next time,
I
okay.
wonder if those if the Grinch clan's still on this island. Well, it was east, right? So who knows? No problem. True. Yeah.
Okay. So, I need someone to take the helm and someone to spy. To see during the journey.
I think Ezra may watch at least the first time just to see the crew, doing their thing.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Okay. I take the helm.
Okay, I guess.
Are we
Sarji
going fast?
Sarji takes a look out, and Sarji votes normal speed.
Normal speed. How boring. Okay.
Let's keep
I
it
guess.
simple.
I guess we start with normal speed.
Okay. Then I need Ezrith to roll a watch roll, a single d6.
No,
Oh,
I think
that's-
Ezra
Ezra,
is just
I think-
yeah.
It's just observing us, I think.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
being
oh.
watched.
I see. Okay, then
Yeah, he
whoever
wants to-
takes.
I did want to bring up I read a bit more about what things you can do on the ship.
Mhm.
Of course, you can do your own things, but if anyone tends to the tree, we automatically get a fruit. So we get one half of. You need two things for cooking a meal for always. So we would always get at least one fruit if you tend to the tree. You can also hunt. So you can attempt to basically go spear fishing. Of course, none of us has spears, so I guess you'd have to get creative somehow on how you want hunting to gather a specimen. But yeah, there's lots of like little things that you can do on the ship as well to like get specimens or fix things. But we don't really need to fix things, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that up as well.
Yep.
Okay. I can tend to the tree.
All right.
I
So.
can attempt and probably fail at hunting.
Sounds good.
Okay. Then yeah, the watch roll, please.
So that's me,
Yep.
and it's a single d6.
Yep.
Okay. That's a conflict.
There are no conflicts. What did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Okay. That is order. I rolled the danger.
It's a good sign. I can smell the grin on your face. Eh?
I have to look
Oh, no.
which side of the roll is good and which one is bad.
Oh no.
Danger roll. Where is it again? No. Journey. Come on. There. On watch. Threat. Okay. Ah, yes. So, you sail, or you crawl, more like, through the wild sea in the direction that Ezreth pointed out, in hopes to find those vine trees under the tall shank. And it has stopped snowing. Most of the snow from your previous adventure has melted away. It is clear skies, albeit pretty cold and a chilling wind. After a while, you do hear some noise and occasional loud rumbling. And when you look to your port side, you spot actually a bunch of ships entangled in what looks like a battle. You see flashes of cannons, and you hear crackling of wood and shouting not too far away from you. Easily 10 ships total.
Wow.
You can't tell how many of each side. Just that there's a skirmish. If there's two sides or every single one for themselves. You do occasionally see a like a ricochet cannonball flying past, like,
Oh boy.
as you sail. But since you're not going full speed this time, you do.
Oh
You're
god.
not ramming the.
Yeah,
the
you're not
first
just
ship.
going right
Nice.
in.
That's
You
good.
have the opportunity to sail around this.
Imagine just like ramming into 10 ships.
Oops.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Sorry. Didn't see you there.
Excuse me, coming through.
Bye bye.
Yep.
Okay, let's make a detour. Should we
Yes.
wait and see which ships are left? Oh, what do you think? I don't think they have noticed us.
Why don't you, whoever's who's steering,
Me, Douglas.
make a stealth check for me, please.
How does that work? I
So-
go.
Your ship's rating, stealth is 2, so you roll 2d6.
Can I use my edge?
Um,
Because I'm driving basically.
I don't think so.
Okay.
'Cause in the
2d6 then.
in your podcast, Azul, Felix just said it's the number of ratings as dice. So I think if it's a very
Yeah.
specific situation where it applies a lot, then maybe. But in general,
It's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's up to Firefly. Yeah, I think in general it's fine.
Hmm.
That is a conflict.
Okay. So far, you slow down. You try to sail around. I always say you ship around. You crawl around higher parts of the thrash that somewhat conceals part of your ship. They do seem to be very preoccupied with not dying and sinking, so you think you've been mostly unnoticed. But you do get hit by a harpoon.
Oh my god.
Like,
Oh,
this
no.
doesn't seem to be directed at you. This, because it goes like through the thrash, it seems to be just missed another ship, but it hits your side, and there is a rope attached to it. Like, this is basically a tractor beam, sort of.
Oh,
No,
shit.
screw one. You need to cut the rope.
Yeah. Oh, do I have anything? Does anyone have anything sharp?
No, but I can break
Yeah, I can.
the rope. Oh, okay.
Okay. I will immediately jump overboard
Okay.
into the white sea.
Man overboard, man overboard.
And I will get to the rope, and I will use my living liquid that is flowing around me to deal keen damage and to break the rope.
All right.
At least I will try.
Roll me a wave walk first, please.
Sure.
As you jump to the spore and Crezerin infected thrash.
Oh, I'm
As,
immune to
as
Crezerin, so
Yeah, I know.
As Ezrith is screaming, "Man overboard! Man overboard!" You see Sarji immediately like look out of the treehouse, sees Douglas is there, and there's yeah, okay, it's probably fine.
it's not Douglas.
I meant myself.
Douglas,
Help
okay.
me.
It's fine.
Yeah,
What?
Ezra's just running around in circles while this is happening, literally.
And I will gracefully jump overboard.
Mhm.
I will use grace and wave walk.
It's 4, right?
Yep. Oh, that's okay. That's a conflict with a twist.
Okay. So, first of all, we hydrate because Mayana.
Nice.
And you jump into the thrash.
Because that's gonna be like.
Yes, you know, as soon as Mayana's in the stream, you need to bottle up.
And there's like a fight between 10 ships going on,
Yep.
right?
So you have no problem navigating the thrash as you've done so many times in your life, but you do say, like, your jump leads you to like think lower or fall lower before you can grab onto a branch than anticipated.
Oh.
You do climb back up, but the time that you needed to get back to the surface, the rope has went from limp, so it was from the harpoon limp on the leaves, now straightening up, and is almost out of reach because it's like, you know, lifting up to getting on the full tension. So you can
okay.
still reach it, but you'll get a cut because you do have to like jump up.
Oh no.
To get back onto the ship.
No, to reach the rope. Like imagine the ship from the side. The harpoon hit it like almost at the railing, and the rope was limp, so it went down on the surface of the wild sea where Wu would have just could grab it, but now it
I see.
tightens, so it rises as it gets tension from the other ship that's apparently hauling it in, so it's almost out of reach from when you're in the thrash.
Right.
Okay.
That is fine.
All right. Does anyone else wants to do, or is something, or Wu? You can continue to attempt. I guess leap at the rope.
Can I try to like grab onto the rope with one hand and then reach for Wu for the other hand?
How long are your hands or arms?
The harpoon is pretty long, like it's 1.5 meters. So you would have
Right.
to get
Balance.
off. Yeah, you have to balance on it. Like you would have to leave the deck to reach the part where the rope starts, and then dangle from it.
Okay, I don't think I'm confident in surviving that, so I'm gonna. No. I'm looking at like my.
What are you gonna
skills
do?
and I'm
Die
like-
again?
In this case, very likely. I'm just gonna shout out, "Help!"
Okay, good initiative. Ezra, maybe you take the helm. I can deal with this.
Sorry, what was that?
Just take the helm. I can deal with this. Just steer
Yes,
for me, okay?
I will. Yes, okay. I just like pitter patter run towards the like stair.
One extra loop, like a dog, and then run towards. Okay, so Ezra, you take the wheel, and Douglas, what do you do?
So the harpoon is on the deck, I guess.
Yeah, like just a bit below the railing.
Okay, I will wait and see if Wu can pull this off, and if not, I will probably try to run on the deck and like break or loosen the harpoon. Yeah.
Okay, well, then roll me a. You still want to try to grab the rope?
Yep.
Then roll me a leap, please.
Okay, but I would like to use my living liquid at the same time, so
Okay.
like I would like to jump up and then slash onto the rope and then slash.
All right. So you take one cut from the height.
Okay, and I would like to use Grace as my edge again. So that would be 3. We don't have any advantage, right?
Ezra has advantage.
Okay, that's fine.
Great.
Good luck with controlling the ship. That advantage.
I
Because
have
that's
very
fine.
bad luck.
So it's still a triumph.
With a cut.
Not anymore because of the. Oh yeah. It's still a triumph. With doubles, but with the cut, it's still a triumph. I
Okay,
rolled 2
great.
6s.
So you come out of the leaves. You just see the rope dangling in front of you. So you quickly react, bend down on the sturdy leaf you're standing on, and you leap upwards with your liquid, quickly making short work of that rope that apparently has been used many times to haul in helpless prey, but not you. And you cut through it, and you hear the sizzle of the S's, and the rope just snaps and falls down. And yeah, the ship, which was like slowly, tilting to the left, now suddenly gets loose and wobbles to the other side as the tension is being suspended, and you get a bit of sea movement as it slowly comes down, but you are now safe. And if you manage to get the harpoon out, you can save this as cargo, as it is a very large harpoon.
Sargi will be very thrilled at this.
Just
Free
throwing
harpoon.
harpoons.
Awesome.
Returned. Yeah, I will go on the deck and see if I can like pull the harpoon inside the ship, I guess.
So you try to pull it through the hole.
If that is an option, I would like to know how the harpoon is like wedged.
So on either end you will have a problem. So the tip of the harpoon has like this little typical edge to like stick inside whichever beast you're hunting. The typical hunting harpoon. And the blunt side where the rope is attached is a bit wider because there's the chain ending where the rope was affixed to. So both ends are a bit thicker than the long part. So in both cases you would have to pull your weight to get it through. Which will not be hard, but it might damage the hull if you're not careful.
I can help from the other side.
Well, you're currently down in the water again.
Yeah.
In the water, in the thrash. So you would have to climb back up, but it would be difficult to help from the other side, as you would have to hang off the outside the ship and won't have a lot of friction from there.
Okay, I will try to. Yeah, I try to pull the harpoon inside from inside the ship.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then roll me.
Okay. So I guess I use iron as an edge for force, and I mean, what would be the skill? I mean, there's scavenge.
Maybe brace or scavenge.
Scavenge works.
Yeah,
Okay.
scavenge.
Then I guess I will scavenge the harpoon with 2d6s.
You could also use your Geist hand to help.
Would
So
that
then
help?
You could also. It's a. You can manipulate objects without touching. Well, it's also very heavy, so I guess that would that may or may not be helpful.
Yeah, it's also like pretty wedged, like in the hull, right? So
Yeah.
not that easy to pull. Okay, I will use 2d6s, I guess.
Okay.
That is a conflict.
All right. So you do manage to pull it out, but in the process you have to wedge it a little, and that ends up as 1 mark of your hull.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
So I will mark it
It's fine.
to your armor.
You hear like a very deep when Douglas hits the ground.
It's It's fine.
Got it.
Yep. Got a harpoon.
Sweet.
Rusty harpoon. This is cargo, so this goes on the ship sheet.
We need some flex tape.
Yep.
Fixes everything.
All right. Now, you are currently safe, but there is a chance that whoever holds in the rope without the end might draw conclusions from that or not. Only time will tell. And the firefly.
We probably should go on, right? I'm maybe if we are on our way back, at some point we will find some wrecks. Okay. Are you gonna give me some time to get back up the ship? Thank you.
Sail forward, guys! Guys! All right, you wait until Woo's safely back on the ship before you continue. All right. Who takes the helm? Who takes watch?
Wait, first question. Did Wu successfully... Wu was the one tending to the tree, right?
Yep.
Did you successfully complete that task before we...
Oh yeah. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Maybe I leaped off the tree.
I think that works. I'm not 100% sure if nothing has to happen for a task to be completed, but for now, yeah, sure. You take. What fruit does this tree behold?
Oh, I don't know.
All of them. It's one of those trees that has multiple that can grow
It's a
multiple
random.
fruits.
It's a random one.
Every
Ah.
fruit in existence.
Yes, but
Let's
it's totally
roll.
random.
Ah,
and we don't
yes,
know how it
the
works.
famous rainbow root, of course.
Nice.
Sometimes they're toxic. Sometimes no.
Oh no, 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 no,
Don't.
no, 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 no.
Is that
Don't
so?
give him ideas.
Yeah.
Don't give the firefly ideas.
All right, you gather a blue nana.
Excellent.
It's a very azure banana.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Amazing. Is that edible?
There's only one way to find out.
It's very,
Smells like it.
it's very nutritious, but it makes you sad.
Oh,
It's like a blue.
Yeah,
gives you the
it's
blues.
a blue nana.
Yeah. A blue nana.
Parting gift from Haggard's Cross. Everyone was crying as such. All right. Yeah, so you can mark this as a specimen. And then,
Should I mark it in the ship?
no, this is yours then. You tended
Okay.
to it, so you gained a specimen.
Yeah.
All right, then
Specimen.
one navigator, one watch person.
Sergi can take the helm.
Okay. What speed?
Normal.
All right. Then whoever wants to take a watch, roll me a watch die, please.
Ezrath, you can have a watch, right?
Yeah, I can. I mean, I don't know if you are trusting me with this bad luck, but I can do.
Sure.
Can't get any worse.
We've seen worse.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I will roll. I've rolled.
What did you roll?
That is a 3, so nature, I believe.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, is it? Yeah. One watch. 3, yep, it's nature. Then I roll the danger level.
Oh no.
Okay, so you sail and you do encounter several long plants that are kind of strange. They look like purple pillars, and on first glance you think are these constructs? But then when you pass one of them more closely, you see they are actually organic, and they seem to be slightly pulsating, and have those tiny, almost invisible needles, and they sway ever so faintly in the wind, and they're not close together. It's like a very, very light forest without canopy, and you sail through those plants for almost 2 hours. When I need someone to make me a seals roll, the ship's seals.
I can.
Yep.
What do I roll?
So you just check your ship rating and how many slots
3,
seals
right?
have. Yep, it has
3 seal.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, Sergey.
That is conflict with a twist.
Good enough.
Okay. So, at some point, you spot those needles of these weird trees suddenly fall off, are shedding from the top to the bottom of several of these weird plants that are nearby, like, and they fall into the thrash. And you have no idea what caused this or like what's happening. But after like 15 minutes, you hear from below deck something that sounds like rain on wood or on a window, like. And it gets stronger and stronger, and you do feel an increasing amount of vibration coming from several angles of the ship, as more and more whatever this is hits the ship from under the thrash.
Ezrith! What?
I think we may have reached a problem. A storm of some sort.
Can anyone think of a
check it out.
twist?
Twist. Maybe we want salvage, right?
Yeah, it's always good.
How do we make a twist related to salvage?
We make a twist related to our ship not being eaten by plants.
Also
Maybe-
that, yup. It's a very
Maybe true.
good
That's
point.
nice. I mean,
I've got nothing.
I've got nothing either. I know nothing about ships except that they
Yep.
they go and they have sails.
I know.
Gets increasingly loud, and the frequency of when these needles or whatever these are hit your hull get faster. What's the word for frequency?
more frequent.
More
More
frequent.
frequent. The frequency gets more frequent. Frequentify.
Is there like, are they around us, or can we like get out of
Yeah.
this?
Is it coming directly from beneath or like from sideways? Or
As you look aboard the ship, you don't see anything above the thrash. This seems to be completely under the leaves canopy.
And the foxes aren't freaking out.
Language.
I know. I thought
The foxes are not seeming to be given any fucks.
Okay.
I see.
No, they are unsettled, and they do make some noise. But as the nails or the spikes were above the thrash when it started, they were taken by surprise as you.
Can I get under deck and see if I can see something from inside?
You do see several very thin spikes through the hull. Your seals seem to have done a decent job to keep most of them out, but there are several spikes who have pierced the armor and now seem to be seeping some weird sap into the hull, like into the inside of the ship. Like a
I'd
weird.
like the twist to be that this fixes the original hole from the harpoon.
Nice.
The what?
This fixes the
fixes
original
the-
hole from the harpoon.
Yep.
It's nice.
It's like you win some, you lose some. In some cases, some things fix other things.
Other things are breaking.
Yep.
Well, that twist doesn't work so well because this seems to be acid.
Oh,
And you hear
oh
like
joy.
Okay. The harpoon is now polished. He's no longer rusty.
Well, the harpoon has been
Nice.
salvaged and is in the cargo, but yeah.
Damn it.
If you want
collect
that
some-
twist to be,
we
sure, it can be freed of rust.
Nice.
I just read Mayana's like twist. That is a very unfortunate twist. The ship gets eaten, but you salvage some of it.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
Maybe I can deal with the acid. I have a. Yeah, you do with the acid. I think we should get out of here. I have no idea where this is coming from. Okay, you steer us out of here, and then.
Can the twist be that like far away, or like just in view, there's like a small area that seems to be a bit calmer, like the
Free of these purple things.
Yeah, the trash seems to be a bit calmer. Like we don't know if it's okay, but it's calmer.
Yeah. As you're all a bit panicked around, hearing the thrashing of the needles, and the sizzle of the acid, Azareth, you see that apparently these plants communicate, and you see how several further away needles get
They're
shed.
just preparing to drop needles on us. Those
Yeah, like
bastards, they're
little
planning.
little needle clouds are falling, and you see between several of these plant pillars, you see a herd of whales, and they seem to be making these clouds seem to be making sharp turns around them. They seem to be avoiding this these whales who like exhaling this weird purplish spores out of their like back hole. Whatever that is, they don't seem to like that very much. That might give you a protection from them if you manage to get there fast enough.
Who's at like on the top of the deck, like on the top of the ship with me at the moment?
I'm probably coming out of the hull because Wu is dealing
And
with
I'm
the
going-
acid, I guess.
Going downstairs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, I probably like shout out, Douglas. This is gonna sound crazy, but we need to follow the whales.
Follow the whales. Okay. You have the helm, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sergi's
yeah.
at the helm. So,
Yeah. Sergey, we need to follow the whales.
okay.
Okay,
Sergi
then
follows the whales.
make me a roll for speed, please.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Follow the whales. Oh, we're at 7,000.
That's a conflict.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
That's okay. We can hunt a leviathan instead of cloudflies. This is also acceptable. We got a harpoon now. We're
Fuck the
good.
needles.
You do get there eventually, but you lose time adjusting the angle of the ship because there are a lot of pillars, and you try to avoid smashing into one, or whatever that might cause, and you do reach the whale herd.
Pod.
A pod.
Yes, it's a
but
pod of
the
whales.
the speed frightens them a little, so they try to get away, and you have to follow. And eventually they calm down, but that's where you lose a little time, and that gives the needles, which then actually retreat as this purple particle smoke that they exhale gets close to your ship. But you do take 2 points of damage that you can take to either the seals or the... Yeah, it would be the seals, I say.
Yeah, it would be the seals.
Oof.
But you are now sailing with a lot of whales, which are very, very beautiful.
Nice.
And
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I go downstairs and try to remove the acid?
Sure.
Because I have a pouch of vials,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to scoop up the acid.
Okay.
Harpoon polish.
Sorry.
Do you have any tools to scoop with? You think do you have acid resistance?
I have Crezerin resistance,
Ah, okay.
not acid.
Yeah.
I don't have any tools now.
Anything you could use apart from your vial.
Mm,
I mean, you will roll a salvage roll, but anything that could help you with that.
I have a feather, but I don't feel like this is gonna help.
Scooping acid with a
Also,
feather.
I have a blue nana, but
You can
I
try
would like-
tickling the acid with the feather.
I'm gonna retreat. Yeah, no.
Well then, roll me a salvage or whatever you got.
Yeah, I might use my my baseline aspect. So kind of like if I get any effect from the acid, I can briefly ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, what skills do I use? That's not very good. Maybe that's
Um,
concoct. Because I'm using vials.
But you're not making something. You're like scavenging or salvaging.
Well, we can use your experience with like filling vials while concocting and handling dangerous liquids. I would say I allow that. Works.
Okay. Should I use baseline as well, or?
You also, I think you have advantage from Mayana right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
you do. Try not to get hurt by acid, okay? She says.
Sure thing.
I think baseline works after you get that effect.
Fair enough.
Because
That's
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a conflict with a twist.
Okay. Well, you handle the acid as careful as you can. There are some needles that take a while to retreat because they're stuck really well in there, and one of them does drip. Some of the acid spills on you while you are gathering the thing, so you take 1 point of acid damage. And what would you like the twist to be? So you use so you pick an aspect that you take damage to, or optionally an injury.
Okay, then I would like to use baseline for that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can ignore the damage
Mm-hmm.
for now. I need twist.
Will the acid be useful? Can we like get a sample of the acid?
Well, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
trying to fill up the vials.
He's cleaning / collecting it, so he's
Oh,
he's
right,
got us,
okay.
he's got us covered.
I gotcha. I missed the collecting part. My bad.
That's fine. So yeah.
Maybe I get one of the needles as well.
Sure. So one of the needles seemed to have, whether or not you can consider it alive, but it seemed to have stopped moving as opposed to the other ones who one after another retreated, and you managed to carefully pull it inside the ship, and you have a weird semi-translucent like elbow long
Whoa.
needle.
Holy shit.
Oh,
and
this would
it's-
be an excellent weapon.
It seems to be able to
Yeah.
change its radius. Like it can get thicker and thinner when you saw them flying around. But you're not quite sure how to. Like currently, it seems to be retracted, like as very thin as they were on the stem. But you saw them also thicker at some point.
Okay.
Sweet.
Everything
now we can,
alright
like,
there, Boo?
Go spearfishing.
Excuse me?
Everything alright there, Boo? Hello, Dave?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm okay. Also, I got this weird long ass needle. Check it out.
Nice.
Sargi is suddenly very much up in your space.
Yeah, this,
Who's
the
who's-
needle goes under specimen, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Who has the helm, Sargi?
Sargi slinks back to the helm.
Oh
very,
my god.
very mopey, like kind of like not like using their like semi-lost their humanoid shape, like kind of like a slurpy snake being now, just kind of slurping their
Aw.
way back to the
Aw.
helm. Very mopey.
Oh.
You can inspect the needle. I will take the helm for a few seconds. There you go.
This grants
Oh.
you this grants you a friendly pat.
Nice.
And yes, Sargi will then yes also examine the needle.
Yeah, I think Ezra is probably going to come in and look at it as well, considering this almost killed us. Um,
Okay. Then whoever wants to be the spearhead of this investigation, roll me
Like-
something.
Duck is like screaming from the helm. Yeah, very good for spearfishing, Sargi. True.
so, I've got quite a high scrutinize. Could I be able to? Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, Sargi hands it over to you.
So I'll use sharp, scrutinize, and no, that's just it. Okay, that's
Yeah, you also gain an advantage because you're like getting help from the others.
ooh. Okay, let's hope that all of this.
Does not end in disaster. This could go wrong very badly.
So that is a success with doubles.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. So it
Triumph with
does.
doubles. Sorry.
It does indeed is organic. You see little canals inside. Like it basically, you can imagine it like a solid jellyfish. Like from the visuals, it looks like very formless with some things inside, but it is solid to the touch, so it's very strange. And you do see at the end, like at the blunt side, there seems to be a little like detachable neural string. Like it looks like a neural how do you call it? The nerve, a nerve. And if you pull on it just a little, the whole needle inflates and becomes very even sturdier and even sharper. And as you let it go, it contracts again to a very, very, it's like incredibly thin. Like it's so thin that against daylight you can miss it even when it's like laying around somewhere.
How
Wow.
far does this thing inflate? Are we talking just a few centimeters, or are we talking this is also a weaponized umbrella?
It doesn't inflate umbrella size, but it gets
Oh,
like
we would be so fabulous with that if it was.
so it is it is not pyramid shape. How is it called when it's round but like a pyramid?
Cone shape.
It gets cone shaped, and like the widest part is like arm, like the thick as an arm.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very, very pointed, very, very sharp, and it might not look large at first point, but imagining being impaled by such a thing, it does look like it's very dangerous, inflated, even though it's not umbrella sized.
We'll get a weaponized umbrella one day.
And there was
One day.
there was a twist.
Okay.
Was there a twist?
Yeah.
Yes, with the twist.
So what? Any ideas for the twist?
Um.
Can it be filled with the acid? And then
Oh,
Sure.
like squirting acid? Is that what you're going for?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so.
As you investigate, are you okay with that, Ezrith?
Yeah, no, that sounds exciting.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So while you inspect it, you see that the acid sacs inside, or canals more like it, are still filled to the brim with acid. It seemed to have died before it could eject the acid, like the other nails or spikes.
Yeah.
It's a vaccine.
Anti-acid, also known as water.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I sense a hydrate incoming because I said that now.
Uh-oh.
Get ready.
Okay.
Sarji will take it and carefully hand it back to Wu.
Thank you.
Okay, you can mark this as dead sentient spike under specimens.
Oh, I got all the money now. It
All
was
the money.
sentient.
You are
Oh,
not
the-
selling that.
The spike was sentient. It could answer, "Who am I?" and "What am I?"
What is 2 + 2?
Yeah.
And
Maybe it
other
could.
important questions.
Wait.
If it wasn't very dead.
Where is south?
Where is south?
There.
It's wherever you want, wherever your heart belongs.
It's a state of mind.
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to continue?
Yes.
Yes, please. Yeah,
Alright.
normal speed.
Normal speed, and watch roll, please, from whoever wishes.
I've already gone, so somebody else should try.
I haven't. I can have a watch.
Okay, then I guess Sarji is. How does this game? How does it work? So I have this gun, but do I also have to have ammo? Like, or is it just included? But like, how does that work? And like,
Is that
how
an
do firearms
aspect?
work in this game? No, it's a salvage piece.
What's this?
I just
If it's
Oh.
a salvage piece, it probably didn't come with ammunition.
Well, we this is from the pirates that we saved Crittermus from. So
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Then it's probably same as Douglas, a blunderbuss with 3 bullets.
okay.
So it is. It is
It's this,
probably it's something like a temporary aspect.
Hmm.
It has 3 uses. It might need to be fixed up a little before it can be properly used. But you also
Wait,
don't
you-
have. Do you have any shoot skill? No, you don't. So
I have hunt, but no, I do not have shoot.
yeah. So I mean, you can try to use it, but currently for you, it's probably more worth as a resource than an actual.
Than an actual weapon.
Yeah.
Got
but
it.
you can always try to use it.
Okay. Well, in which case,
Felixy Felix, are you the Felix? I tend to ignore
Yes, he
ammo.
is.
Oh my god!
He's the Felix. I know, I'm so
Oh.
excited.
Hi, welcome. Again, now with more information at hand. So,
Nice.
Felix is the designer of the game, so I'm super humbled right now.
What?
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Oh my
Awesome.
gosh!
That's amazing.
Okay, now if we don't summon the Leviathan, then you know.
Yeah, so Felix tends to
What
ignore
happened?
ammo, take that for what you will. So, yeah.
You
Then-
should really start to grow your projectiles like I do.
Yeah. Just,
Under your armpits, really. Yep.
I don't like to keep track of ammo as well. So you have a blunderbuss,
That's true.
and let's say you have to use it. If you want to use it, you take cuts for a while until you get used to it, and then you lose the cut.
Okay. Okay.
Like you need to train
in-
a little.
Which case, but dang it, they're so
Yep, I am
loud.
the
I wanted
Felix.
Yes,
wanted to
fun fact, I know the game because of Azul. I listened to you guys play it because Azul and I are in the Crazy Lot network, and I heard the game, and then I fell in love with it immediately, so I was like, we have to try this out for Christmas, and now we're here. And I wanted to Azul on board. So I
Thank you so
nagged
much,
him.
by the way, for inviting me.
Thank you so much for joining.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, you
thank
guys are amazing.
Yes, I appreciate any like input and intel and hints from you, so no worries. Thank you very much. Okay.
All right, so Sarji's just gonna play it safe, and he's just gonna tend to the fruit tree and see what he gets off of it,
All
or
right.
what they get off of it.
So, what was the?
Maybe they get a peach.
Did you already roll a watch for watch?
Nope.
Somebody? Okay.
Nope.
Right. So previously you tended to the tree and you got a blue nana, a banana that makes you sad, and now you get a. Let me see. You scramble around. You try to find a good spot to pick a fruit that is ripe and not too young. You want to give them time to grow, and it is orange.
Could you enlighten us as to what orange is?
Maybe it's a bro runge, so it's friendly.
It is unclear whether it is named for its brownish hue of the skin, or because it seems to be preferred by people identifying as bros. There's a long history of it's quite the mysterious fruit, and yes, if you share a brorange with someone, you do tend to have a good time together.
I like this tree. This is OP.
It's like loot boxes every day.
Yeah.
That's how I imagined it originally, just loot box trees.
Okay, then if you will, the watch roll, please.
I have. And I wrote peace.
Oh,
for
sorry.
once.
Okay, then
No,
I roll how dangerous the piece is. No, I'm joking.
Please, do.
It's a very dangerous piece. It means because the monsters are all at peace, it means they attack you together because, they don't have war anymore.
Oh no.
No. So you keep sailing, and the whales actually, intimidated at first, now seem to have grown on you, and they do swim with you for a long time.
How many whales are there?
It seems to be like 3 grown whales and like 2 young ones.
We do have a harpoon. I just want to point that out.
But also we have a bro runge. Maybe we can tame one.
What?
I think we should tame one. I've named one of them whale and the other one dolphin. So we should. I don't know what the third one will be
Fabulous
named.
names.
Those are
You
old.
named the whale dolphin? Oh
Those
my
are
god.
old pre-V
Yes.
vocabulary.
These are magical words from
Yes.
pre-V times.
I think they refer to the monkeys like that, but it's
Voodoo.
unsure.
Crazy.
Yeah. So they occasionally exhale this purple particle breath, and it does seem to be. Yeah, they do seem to, now that you spend time with them, they do seem to be inhaling or eating crezerin and exhaling a digested version or a cleaner version of it. Part of it like engulfs your ship sometimes. You do smell the typical like crezerin acidic smell, but it doesn't hurt. So they seem to be some sort of trees, like what trees do with oxygen and carbon dioxide, but for crezerin.
Nice.
Wow.
So it's like a creature that saves us from the acid. Can we use that somehow?
Where's my gameplay?
Someone give me the harpoon.
No! Not the whales. They have giant puppy eyes, by the way.
Oh my god!
Oh, no,
Quickly
no.
before he makes them even cuter. Evil firefly.
Don't kill the dolphin.
You
Dolphin
see
never did
the
anything
young
to you.
ones like rubbing and nuzzling their parents.
Oh,
No. It's too
Okay,
late.
I can't do this. I'm
You're weak, Douglas.
yeah,
You're
just steering. Sorry.
Sanji, that's your job.
Sargi,
No,
no.
Yeah,
kidding.
Sargi has no girl. Sargi is a hunter.
Uh-oh. I think Ezra is like, Sargi, don't hurt dolphin. You can hurt a whale, but not dolphin.
Wait, who's
Sorry.
dolphin and who's whale?
Well, that's a very good question. It's a very good question.
just point this one and this one.
The one most south is dolphin.
No.
Wait, do you know where south is though?
No, that is exactly why.
Okay.
Archie takes aim.
Oh no.
Wait, with harpoon?
No, Sarchi has a gun.
Oh right.
The
Oh,
blunderbuss?
joy.
Yeah, the blunderbuss.
Okay. Are you also shooting?
Is any? Yeah, unless anyone's like gonna try and jump up and like stop
mean,
them.
I'm steering, so
Yeah, I was gonna say Douglas
Can't
is
do-
steering. Wu is keeping watch. It's only Ezra who's really.
Ezra is pointing at dolphin so you don't hit him by accident, or she or they or any other pronoun that they wish to go by.
So wait, basically, is Ezra just like kind of like jumping in front of Sargi, who pointing a gun and just be like, no, don't shoot, don't
Oh
shoot.
no. Ezra is just pointing at one
Not
particular
this
whale
one.
and saying, "Not that one, not dolphin."
This is my
but
friend.
pointing at a dolphin.
Yes. Well, no, it's the whale.
It's a whale. It's a whale. Yeah.
Yeah,
Folks-
the whale named dolphin.
Yeah.
This has gotten so
Hang,
confusing.
hang on, Wu is screaming. I wrote peace, you folks. We're supposed to have peace.
I give you peace, and this is what you do with it. Okay.
Peace for Sarchi.
I know. And go ahead.
Yeah, Sarchi fires. Heck yeah, this is
Oh
awesome.
my god.
Don't forget you do take a cut because
Yeah,
don't
because,
know how
Sarchi's
these
probably
things
gonna
work.
Miss. Yeah, probably gonna miss. That is still a conflict with a twist, even with the cut.
Oh.
Okay, what did you roll though?
I rolled 3 4s.
No,
Wow.
what edges and skills did you use?
Oh, I just I could have added a D4 to that with Leviathan first. Damn
Thank
it.
God.
Oh well,
Jeez.
I rolled teeth and hunt.
Okay. Yeah, so 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was the result again?
I rolled 3 4s,
Hunt.
so with a cut, it's 2 4s.
Yeah, so conflict with a twist. Right. So you do shoot and you hit a whale that is not dolphin.
Oh, thank God.
The twist. It is dolphin.
The twist is all of them are dolphin and they all die at the same time.
No.
No. You hear
Sarchi is
like
victorious.
a whale.
Oops.
A whale from the whale. They do have a very thick hide, and the blunderbuss does some damage. You see it pierces something, but it's not. It doesn't seem to make enough damage to like they are pretty large.
So I've bruised it badly, but I haven't actually like.
Well, you have hit it, but like in comparison to its size, like one of these bullets will not be enough to slay it.
Right.
So you hear a wail of pain, and they all more or less simultaneously dive under the thrash, and the conflict is that since you are not used to using it, you kind of didn't load it completely correctly, and it gets jammed. So
Oops.
it needs to be repaired before the next time you use it. But you had a twist, so
Yes.
what would you like the twist to be?
The whale shits. I don't know.
They
Oh my
have
gosh.
they have
Yes.
magic poo, and we would like to collect it. Thank you.
I mean, I'm all for salvage, so. Or would
It's
it be
more like
specimen?
smellvage.
Yeah, sure. I'd like the whale to have. I'd like to have blown off a piece of its hide, and to have
Ah.
been able to have gotten a piece of its hide.
Okay. Easy enough. Yeah, it has a very solid hide. It's not as flexible as like a typical elephant hide. It seems to be breakable, so you get a good chunk of it falls off. But you do have to stop the ship and to salvage it.
Do you want me to get it? And I'm getting ready to immediately jump off the ship again.
Yeah, Sargi nods, and we should drop anchor.
It's true.
And
it's
we
the
gain a
least-
whisper because we did this. 'cause we have-
Ooh.
Doesn't it have
Because
to
we
be in a
have-
harbor? Doesn't it say in a harbor?
No, it says a drop anchor or at port. Let me triple check, but yeah, it's both. Skywatching tailspinners automatically acquire one normal whisper when you drop anchor or dock at port.
I mean, we don't really need to
Oh.
drop the anchor, right? We can just stop or not.
Yeah, we can also
Shut it
just
down, yeah.
not drop the anchor as well.
I am floating off the treehouse.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say
Oh,
since
such a
it's
drama
peaceful, you
queen.
don't you
Yeah.
you don't have to roll. So Wu just retrieves the hide, a piece of hide from the how is these beautiful creatures called? Let's
The peace whales.
the piece the love eye whales.
Love I whales.
The googly eye whales. That's fine.
Is that
just,
canon now?
Yeah. The Amore Armor whale.
Oh no.
Just
no.
write like a piece of whale hide as salvage.
And brackets cute.
Yeah, salvage. And brackets cute.
Yes.
Very peaceful.
It's got like cute drawings of it.
All right. Then you have 3 out of 6 tracks of this journey marked.
Did Sargi also get a piece of fruit from the tree, or were they too busy?
No, you got the bra orange, didn't you?
I got the what?
Didn't you get the
The
bra orange?
orange.
Oh, the what orange?
The bra orange.
The orange, the best thing ever.
I don't even know what that's supposed to.
It's a fruit that if you share it with a good bro, you will have a good time together. Or
That's
some voices also say it might be named because of its brown hue. It is uncertain.
Okay. Then Sargi is gonna sign to Douglas.
Want to share a bra orange?
Yeah, sure. Saji is gonna cook something. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but no salt, I guess. I'm looking forward to this.
Okay.
Okay, so Sargi is gonna spend this round cooking in the iron cauldron where they also like to sleep.
Multi-purpose. I like it.
Yes. Ferocity is
Okay.
currently sleeping in a broken teacup.
Have
yeah,
to
Sarji is gonna try and
at
cook something out of this
cook.
raw orange and something called gorse root, which I also have listed in my specimens.
All right, then roll me a cook check.
Okay. So I'll use sharps, and I have cook 1 rank, so 2d6.
Okay.
It's a disaster.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm oh my gosh.
Oh god.
Okay.
It's still peace, right? It's peace. No.
I
What?
I don't know anymore.
Well, it is peace outside, not so much in the kitchen. You hear fizzle, sizzle, and like as the scale apparently doesn't like fire and sparks a few times. Not the scales. You use the bro wrench and
Yeah, I used the raw orange and gorse root. No, I didn't
Yeah,
cook
yeah.
the. Woo has the
yeah.
hide.
Okay. Well, it does clump together.
Victory.
Whatever, like those weird particles from the whales are seemingly still in the air, and they seem to increase the severity of like the heat of the fire, or like glow rocks. There's no open fire; it's too dangerous. So you just have those glow rocks, I assume, and yeah, it clumps together into a very, very solid, dense mass, which doesn't look edible, but, you know, throwable, maybe? Can add it as a cook clump.
Cook clump.
Oh no.
Deals 1d6 blunt damage.
Your famous cook clumps.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
More weapons, says Mariana.
More weapons.
Indeed.
Sarji's happy.
Cooking is just, it's not far from forging.
I mean, technically
the
this is
same way.
recycling, right? Like we recycle our disasters into weapons.
Yep,
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. All right,
Alright.
thou shalt continue.
I guess I'm still at the helm. So, anyone keeping
Yep,
look?
whoever wants. I assume still normal speed.
Yes. I would like to step down.
You're retiring?
Resigning. I'm
I'm
gonna take
out.
some. I am actually gonna take some fencing lessons now from anyone who's able to do some fencing with my new spike.
Okay. Who
Uh,
wants to spar with Wu?
Maybe first watch. Maybe.
maybe first watch.
First the watch, yeah. Well, the watch will take the entire time, so whoever does the watch cannot spar with you.
Oh no.
Saji,
Choose
did you want to take watch or?
Well, I think Sarji's cooking for this making
Oh,
his
right.
for this. I don't think there's anyone to spar with for this.
Okay, no sparring.
In that case, I'll.
Sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, in that case, I'll look.
Okay. Then.
Oh,
Now
well.
I'm sad, even though I didn't eat the blue nana.
Well,
Aw.
eat it and at least you'll get your vitamins.
No.
It's true.
Eat it before Sarji
Guilty.
destroys it.
Eat it before Saji makes it into a new weapon.
Yeah. Quickly. Nom nom nom.
All right.
Uh,
Roll me
okay,
a watch,
I-
please.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, no, I forget that there's no disasters.
Yeah.
I rolled a nature.
Nature, okay. I roll whether it will be a disaster or not. Okay.
Oh,
Thank
Well,
God.
in fact, they want revenge.
Yeah.
You do keep sailing. You look if you spot the whales again, but they do seem to have swam off, crawled off. You never know. You don't know the underside. They might have like long spider legs. You only saw the top side, but they're gone.
Ezred
Yeah.
sheds one tear for Dolphin and then carries on.
Just one.
Aw.
Just one.
Very emotional.
You see dolphin swimming away, and looking like one last part over the whale shoulder before it vanishes in the darkness.
Fly, dolphin, fly.
Goodbye, dolphin. Yeah. You do keep sailing, and you. As the time goes by, the thrash gets more uneven. See, like little elevations and little valleys. The ship tilts a lot as it goes up and down, and you encounter a swarm of large birds flying, they're like reddish underbelly and wide wings, like gray hueish, gray bluish feathers.
Dang it, I could have dropped one of them.
I do have a cannon.
Oh my gosh.
And it has increased impact against swarms.
Yeah, it does.
You can load it with
Oh wow. I love how there's like animals show up and our first reaction is shoot them.
Kill him.
We don't trust any NPCs. That includes animals. Okay. Do you want to shoot your cannon at the bird?
Somebody needs to take the helm though.
Maybe
I can take the
Sarky can
helm.
come up from cooking with the new cook clump to load into the cannon because this is a normal occurrence.
Does it deal long range blast damage? Your cooked clump.
Probably not. It's probably 1 damage. But
The
yeah.
cook clump.
Yeah,
I do have
think
some
it's where it
shells
goes.
left.
Sorry.
Maybe they can eat it. Ooh.
I don't know, do
Oh
these
my
birds-
gosh.
Find out if these birds appreciate Sarchi's cooking.
By which you mean the weapons, or
Sarchi is a shapeshifter. Lots of things can change their meaning based on their shape.
oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
so we want
I
to try
think
and feed the birds this.
I guess so. Ezred goes up to the steering like thing, the helm, and puts his hand on Douglas and says, "I know you want to do this. Let me take over."
Thanks. Thanks. Okay, I get down to the I get to the deck. And just like Saji, what is that? Did you cook that? Well, okay. I guess it is morning, and we yeah, I'm not eating that. So the birds are above us, like, because I don't want to like shoot them.
Not
Oh,
from-
you see Sarchi about to like make the like kind of changing their shape so that they're like holding their blunderbuss, and then no. And then Sarchi signs at you.
Huh? Maybe I can shoot that. Well, let's try.
So Sarchi loads the cook clump into your cannon, your leg.
So yeah, I guess I knee down so the cannon sticks out my knee, and then I load the cannon with the breakfast and take aim.
This is
With the
great.
breakfast.
All right, then. Roll me a
Shit.
genocide.
I guess
my
I,
God.
as an edge, I use teeth for
Uh-huh.
savagery. And I don't have shoot. I I do have. Yeah, no, I don't think that fits. But like the cannon probably. It
Yeah,
has
you
could-
increased
Or
impact,
maybe
so
cannon.
yeah.
You could use sense. You could use sense because you're trying to like guess where people are and like I mean the birds are.
True. So I
Yep.
guess yeah, I will use teeth, sense, and the bonnet cannon, which also has increased impact if I'm targeting a horde or swarm of targets.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then go ahead and
That
roll
is 3, I think,
Yep.
right? Yeah. That's a
is
conflict
like-
with a twist.
Oh.
Okay. So the cannonball goes. And-
It is not a cannonball. It is breakfast, I guess.
Okay, you shoot.
If that
breakfast.
works. Even.
The breakfast comes out with a loud noise, and has a little bit of drawl as it's not completely round and circulates a lot. Makes like this short curve that catches the swarm by surprise, and you just hear the impact and the squawking of the animals, and then you just see a bunch of them falling from the sky.
Oh god.
And they do get hit far further away than you anticipated, and they fall down, but you can't see them immediately. You know roughly where they landed, but you do have to search for them to retrieve them, because it wasn't quite as close as you had hoped. But the twist.
Can one of them swear loyalty to us in exchange for not killing it?
Maybe they can talk, who knows, right?
Who knows? We can tell them that, you know, no one messes with breakfast. It's the most important meal and the most dangerous weapon.
Maybe the
most deadly
foxes
meal,
could
yeah.
also be trained to retrieve our fallen prey.
Yeah, that's more likely.
Sure. That can, if you want that the twist to be, we can work with that.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so as the birds fall, you do hear the foxes get overly excited and like sniff the sight of their pet-friendly large cage that they have, and they do seem to have gotten this scent of them. So you decide to follow their noses that seem to be working like a compass at the butt of the ship, and slowly navigate using their nose directions to find. There are some rock spits clustered together at some point, and they seem to have landed on a smaller piece of rock. And
Well,
yeah,
thank you, Saji. You are also a very good chef.
Salutes.
so I'd say there are like 5 birds on there, 3 of which are not usable anymore for anything food related, but you could salvage some feathers or bones.
Nice.
And I'd say 3 birds as specimens.
Sweet.
Oh,
I'll
Who's
mark
writing that down?
I will. They can be lunch and dinner.
I'm really looking forward to dinner. Yeah, after this breakfast, it's gonna be great.
Weapons grade cooking.
Unfortunately, apparently dinner isn't as weapons grade as breakfast.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's the reason why it's called
Any-
breakfast.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do on these little spits, or you want to continue?
So there are like some rocks poking out
like
the sea.
like spits are parts of the old world from the surface that got carried up by root quakes or like just by the shifting of the trees and got back to the surface, which sometimes can hold old temples or relics, sometimes just old rocks, old stuff, shipwrecks that have been down there for several years. It's not a huge spit, but there are a few smaller like boulders and rocks, a bit overgrown.
Can I scrutinize and see if I see anything that may be of interest in terms of
Absolutely.
like salvage and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll be using tides and scrutinize,
Yeah.
or sharps and scrutinize.
Both work. I'd say tides, knowing, like, judging which sides of the rocks might have been,
Yeah.
down and up. So which one's more likely to have something? I can see that.
Oh, tides
Yeah,
is
I think I'll go with
exploration too.
yeah.
So.
exactly. Yeah, I'll go with tides.
Man, you have 3 in scrutiny. Shit.
Yep.
I do. So that's a triumph with doubles.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Then tell me what you want to find.
Oh, whoops. Okay. I didn't see
Now the
that.
hard part.
Excuse me for a moment.
Well, I like what you were describing before. Maybe maybe we see like a small entrance to something of like some privy building or temple or whatever, like some structure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you hop from one spit to another. They are close by, so with a little bit of running start, you can get from one to the other, and you like climb on one that is slightly larger than the rest, but still not very big. And you look around, and they are all very overgrown with different kind of roots and like a bit thorny vines. And you do spot between some vines that there seems to be some sort of entrance behind them. And you like manage to pull parts of it to the side. You do see some old stoneworks of an ancient door frame, some sort of entrance into this rock.
Oh, I look back at the ship and I call out, especially to Sergey as well. We may have some scout bats. We may have some salvage. Sagi, let's hear.
Sargi instead just kind of indicates to Douglas, like, after you. And gives Douglas the rope so that they can get down safely.
Someone saying there's a discovery of an untouched pre-verdant ruin?
Very much so, yes.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I'm immediately jumping down. You feel like Douglas has a drive to really discover this untouched pre-verdant ruin. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah, that pretty much satisfies your drive. So you can either.
Well, I haven't discovered it yet, right? We okay. I mean, I have, but we like okay.
Yeah, it counts.
Ezrath had, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can find in this
So that
untouched pre-verdant ruin.
Sorry. So you did something that satisfies your drive. That means you can either clear a mark of your mire or gain a whisper.
I gain a whisper.
Oh, in which case, does Sargi get a whisper too because they have won gather trophies of the wider world. So there's the whale and the birds, which I guess they could just take a trophy from one of the birds as well. They also have averted disaster by causing another disaster, and they had a cooking disaster. And
That's true.
managed to avert everyone getting sick from the cooking disaster by shooting at the birds.
I mean, averting a disaster by causing another disaster is very much the worm.
Okay. Okay, so I'll can I have a whisper for that?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's say. Primal anger
Okay.
Ooh.
for that, and you gather trophies.
Well, Sargi hasn't gotten a trophy
Yeah,
from the birds
I'd say-
yet. They'll do that later.
I'd say
they'll
also
actually
it has to
spend a
be
task,
something more meaningful than a common bird's beak. I'd say.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, but Robert, you gain a whisper, right? You don't want to clear your mire, correct?
Yeah, I whisper,
Okay.
please.
So you get Faith of Old.
In that case, my biggest drive is hear the sea call my name, and well, I was jumping into the sea like how many times now? I don't know. If that's anything, but
At least 3.
just saying.
Hear the sea call.
Maybe I get a whisper for every 3 times
For every-
that I jump into the sea.
Every single time.
One is coming up right now.
There's an opportunity to jump into the sea.
I like
You
how
would
everyone
take
is
it.
now haggling for the whispers here.
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't.
Um,
It's fine. Like, I don't need one.
I'm thinking more about the third one. Discover previously unknown alchemical effect. Might work with the acid, maybe.
I mean, it's previously unknown to me, but I don't think it's something very. It's fine. I got lots of specimens today, so
Okay.
I'm fine with the savage.
So, you find the entrance. You see basically the tip of this door frame or door arc, more like. But it is heavily overgrown, and the thicket is very sturdy. You need to cut through it to get in there safely, because there are quite a few thorns on it.
Okay. Ezra, can you deal with the vines, or should I?
Hydrate.
Is
Oh,
it
hydrate.
because I could try to break in, but I don't really hack. That's not my thing.
I can try, but I don't have anything that I can use either, apart from my hands that I recently discovered that I had.
Like just appearing hands. Okay.
It's a work in progress.
Surprise! Every time I look
Um,
down.
I know, it's a new experience.
I'm able to scramble.
This is a stretch, but can I use my sense to try to unknot the vines? Oh, actually, no, that's a good point. Thank you. And I really need to. Could I use my gelatinous form to move through the vines?
Sure.
I'd say yes,
Yay!
because so you managed to clear off like the tip of the arc from the roots, and that is plenty for for the gelatinous form to squeeze through.
Well, thank you very
Yeah.
much, Ezrath.
Anytime, and I just kind of just, like,
That's not what I
disappear
meant.
into yeah, I just like as I just say anytime I disappear into the darkness, it's like thank you, Sargi.
I guess
Oh,
I
what do
tried
I-
to break the vines behind you. Like, can
Yeah,
can you
or
break vines? I don't know.
or from inside, do I see anything that I can use to cut open the vines or like remove the vines?
Yeah, why don't you roll me a scrutinize?
Oh, it's the only thing that I've ever been successful at. I say that now, and if I fail this, I'll be so annoyed. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's a triumph without any. Yeah, just triumph.
Okay.
Nice.
Um,
Just triumph.
So you do see an old room with very nice mosaic tiles on the ground, but most of the room is missing. So, like this boulder you're in seemed to have been part of a way larger construct, and you can see that, like, so the room is like tilted, like you're basically looking down a slope of the ground, and it reaches into the thrash, where there may or may not be more of the room, but most of it is gone, and it looks to be some sort of old shrine. You see a barely recognizable statue to your right.
Wrong universe.
Who knows? Maybe this is like 2,000 years in the future of the havoc.
Oh.
You do find a very fancy golden goblet and a ritual knife on the ground beside a little pedestal, which seemed to have been used for maybe sacrifice.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah, I would like to then. Yes, I'll quickly scurry to the ritual knife and goblet, take them both, and then head back to the entrance to try to cut the vine thingies.
okay.
No problem. I will get through this eventually. Just like ripping out vines.
Don't worry, I'll get you inside here somehow.
Okay, then roll me something that fits to what you're trying to do. Negotiating with the roads.
Please
Wait,
move
Please
away.
get out of the way, please.
You know, on second thought, I think it would be better if I give you the knife and then you can cut yourself. Cut the vines yourself.
Okay. There's a knife.
Here, and would I? Yeah, I think I should be able to.
Yeah,
The knife is small, right? I should be able to.
yeah, easy enough. You can reach
process
through
it?
the hole
Okay.
and give it to
Yeah,
Douglas.
I just don't have anything to roll, so I think it's better
Yeah.
giving it to Robert. Yeah, I passed it through to Douglas. Here you go.
What is this? Have you already looted this place? Without
Loot is a
me?
strong word. No. It was right there, and it was asking me to give it to you. So,
Okay.
happy
okay.
birthday.
Nice. So it's like a ritual knife.
Yep.
I guess I can. As I said, like I don't have hack,
Mhm.
which would be the obvious choice.
You have strike though, don't you?
I have strike, yeah. So it says it's for attacking with blades, so I guess that works.
Yep.
Okay, so I use teeth
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
and strike. And is that advantage with
Yeah.
the knife?
Mhm.
Maybe.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, you're using a resource, so 3d6.
Rolling. That's a conflict with a twist.
Okay, so the knife does carry some age, so it is not the sharpest tool, but it does get the job done. It just takes a while, but you do have to still push yourself through the opening that you cut with a small knife. Like, it's not wide enough to be able to go through without brushing against the vines. So
Yeah.
you do take a point of damage from the thorns as you use your body to like push through into the
I guess I take the injury. It shouldn't be that bad, right?
yeah, I would say it's a one-track injury. It's not a big thing, but you do take let's say a cut to your cannon, because that's where like the hinge of your knee got like scraped from the thorns.
Okay, so is that a mark to my cannon then?
No, you have a one-track injury now. Oh yeah, injury. So you do have to take a task to repair this to clear it. So you have a negative benefit basically. So a cut to whenever you use the cannon until you heal/repair that.
Okay.
Are our marks from last session cleared, or are they still there?
They're still there.
Okay.
Shit.
Just the ship got removed as a thank you.
Okay, I need to fix this then.
Okay, so I am through,
here.
right?
Oops.
Oh, I also have the twist.
Here's
Hmm. Wait.
no. Oops. There are fields for checkboxes. So insert checkbox. There you go.
Nice.
Okay. What was your question? Sorry.
There was a twist.
Yeah. So what would you like the twist to be?
Hmm. I mean, I'm using the ritual knife, so I guess something with that would be cool. Like maybe using the knife. I mean, we don't really have magic in this world, so. Yeah, maybe you think you can think of
Yeah,
something
sure.
that happens with the knife.
While you hack and slash with the sword, and you need to use a lot of force and movement.
It's actually striking, so yeah.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
striking. You're striking with your. Definitely not hacking what you're doing, but something wiggles loose from the bottom as you move it around a lot, and something slides out of the hilt and falls to the ground, and you see it is actually a rolled up parchment that was hidden inside the hilt. And you pick it up and roll it out and discover this is a Rune-Carved star chart.
Oh my god! I found something!
What
I
is
cannot
it?
read
What
this.
is
This is way too small. It's like...
Let me
Ezra,
see.
can you read this?
We'll find out.
Mariana says this is a very
I-
weapon-heavy episode.
It is, yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Lots of
So I
deaths.
just and I strongly approve. Lots of deaths. A
Even
moment
the
of silence
breakfast.
for all those- Yeah. Can I read it, Firefly?
No, they're very weird runes you've never seen before.
Hmm.
I might be able to read it, but I'm on the ship.
Yeah, I mean the stars tell you somewhat. But this chart is very old, so parts of the star systems also have changed a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Okay.
would have to wait for night to like see if you can decipher the star chart to compare it to the actual sky.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. I look at Douglas and say, "Well, I can't read it, but maybe the others can, or maybe we wait until nighttime and help get the night to help us."
Great. Okay. I'm just like starting to loot this place if I can.
Yeah, then roll me some sort of.
Wait, hang on. Is this like a chart or is it?
It's
a
a
star
chart. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a chart.
Should I write it down? Or Ezra, you can write that down because you have it.
You sure?
Yeah.
What should I call it? Star chart or
Rune-Carved star chart.
Rune-Carved star chart? Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ezra was like, "Thank you, Douglas."
Yeah. Just figure it out. I'm not sure, but I'm not good with this.
Don't worry. We'll find it out. Definitely. Knowledge is always powerful.
Okay.
Saluting.
I do like a hats off gesture because I have a hat now.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah. And I'm looting. I'm.
Yep. Then roll me something.
So, I can. I mean, scavenge would work.
Yep.
And
By helping, would I be able to provide Douglas with an advantage?
I'd say since you already scavenged the place, you
Oh, right.
don't have
Yeah,
anything
that's
to
true.
add currently.
unbelievable.
Yeah. In that case, I'll provide moral support. Good, go, Douglas, go. You can do
You
it.
can do it. You can. No, not that corner.
Wrong corner. I've checked there, but go, Douglas, go.
Is that like as an edge? Could I use tides as exploration, or is exploration more like the world?
As the room also stretches out a little under the thrash, yeah, I would say you can use tides to like
Okay, use
examine the
tides.
edges of the thrash.
Yeah. So tide, scavenge, and I guess I use Geist Hunt to like lift rocks and stuff.
Sure.
Okay, so that is 3.
I think so. Scavenge is 1. Yeah. Yeah, then it's 3.
That is a conflict.
Okay. So you look around. You also find the same statue and the ritual.
I found a statue.
The ritual site. The floor is very like ornamental, like art form that you haven't seen ever. Like very, even after all this time, and a lot of cracks. You do see that this was once a very, very magnificent place, and you continue to lower yourself down a little to the edge where the wild sea starts to envelop the room or whatever it's hiding beneath there, and you do see that there are some things of the ritual room hidden or like overgrown by the leaves, but you would have to lower yourself into the sea to retrieve, or even first to see what it is.
Yeah, I do that. I found something. It's right there.
Oh, what is it?
I have no idea.
Yep, I understand that feeling very much.
There is something. I see something. So I guess I
Okay.
use the dagger again, or can I just
Well, This is basically the wild sea. So
Okay, yeah.
don't have to cut.
Sure.
You have to go in. But then roll me a wave walk that you don't have. So anything else?
Yeah, I don't have way for. I guess I use. I guess force works because I'm heavy and like maybe pulling out vines and like
Which one?
getting deeper iron as an
Yeah.
edge. So force,
Mhm.
yeah. And I mean either strike. I mean scavenge would be something. I mean scavenge is for stripping and identifying useful materials from wrecks and ruins. So I guess like to pull something out or like get in there.
Or race, trying to avoid, the damage from the wild sea would work too.
Okay, then I use brace.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a conflict.
Okay. You go under the leaves and like lower yourself along a branch into the wild sea, and you already see the Krezrin seeping massively in this place, and a lot of parts of the rock in the room like scattered around between the roots, overgrown partially, like through roots going through parts of the architecture, and you find a little box, a little chest, very ornate, and seemed to be sealed and looks very, very valuable. But you do take 2 points of Krezrin damage while retrieving it.
Sure. I guess I take both as a mark.
Yep.
What could I use?
Hmm.
I guess I could use spectral variance. So like a mark to my so I cannot.
You cannot split them. Just so you have to take.
Oh.
You have to pick a aspect
Oh.
that takes.
Shit. Okay, no, I take the injury. Fuck that.
Okay. Well, you can heal those things. So if you fill all the tracks of an aspect, it means you cannot use this aspect for now. You not lose it, but you cannot use it until you spend a task to heal.
Yeah.
Okay, but and the task would be 1 journey point.
Would be 1 specimen and time on your ship, or anywhere.
Okay. But it's the same for the injuries, right?
Injuries might require more
Specific.
serious medical
Okay.
medical equipment or
Yeah,
attention.
depends on the injury. Like, a burn mark, a burn like goes away with time, maybe, but like a broken leg, you cannot just sit and wait for it to go away.
Okay, then I will just use block my spectral variance then.
Okay.
So
Take it like a ship. Yup, I'm a ship.
So basically, the Krezrin drips on your helmet and bucket.
Yep.
And deforms it the way that basically your nail gets so wedged in that this is where you would usually probably leave your physical body to do this spectral variance, and it's like kind of stuck now, like too deep to eject yourself from
Yeah.
the thing until you.
Is the hat okay? This is the important question.
Pretty sure that is okay.
The head is fine.
Nice. Thank God. Okay.
We have avoided a
Um,
disaster.
Yeah, I see
That
like
would- yeah.
like Douglas sees the Crescent slowly drifting from above, and he's like tilting it so he takes the damage instead of the head.
Yeah.
No, not my head.
Okay, so I get out of the sea with the chest
ornate box, yes.
ornate box.
So
I
that's-
found an ornate box. You see that? Ezrith,
I do. Oh my.
it's
I
loot.
don't- That's definitely what it is. Do you think it's valuable?
Oh, it's looking pretty valuable. Yeah, let's bring it back to the ship.
I wonder what secrets it contains. Let's go. Is there anything else here, or shall we? head out?
I'm pretty sure this is empty now, right? Look at the fireplace.
It looks pretty pretty empty.
Looks pretty empty to me.
You gather that most of the thing have crumbled down and fallen into the under eaves.
Yeah, it's also pretty hazardous under there, so I'm good.
Well, I'm glad you survived. Very well. Let us head back.
Okay.
All right. Then you can mark this as cargo. Because it's not
Cargo.
a huge box, but it is a bit too large to like.
Does it have a lock?
It does have 3 discs on the front with a lot of symbols, and you can rotate the discs.
Okay, so it's not a mundane lock.
It is not a mundane lock, no.
Never mind
It is
then.
very intricate in symbols you've never seen before.
I've watched enough lockpicking lawyer. I can do with this.
I love
Is that
that
another
title.
weapon?
Just shoot it.
I mean, we do have like a needle of some ancient no, not ancient, but sentient dead being. So I don't know. Maybe that would work. I can pick
Yeah,
the
ma-
lock. Okay,
I
you
mean,
pick the
maybe-
lock then. That's a combination lock though. That's kind of. It's not a like a keyhole lock. Yeah.
As Douglas comes back aboard, is there still Cresrin on him?
Yeah, there are some drips of Crescent around his bucket.
All right. Sargi will reach out and sort of absorb it. And because Sargi has old ore piercings, concentrated of sources of Cresrin heal rather than harm you.
Wow.
Oh,
So,
Nice.
how will
That's
that
cool.
work? Yes.
Well, you can heal. You can clear 1 mark of an aspect,
Okie
like
dokie.
thick skin, for example, would make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, nice.
Yeah, you're welcome. I just took the damage and yeah, no problem.
Okay. Do you?
You see Sargi like very strongly signing at Douglas.
Oh god.
And as he's signing, like you see that they're like performing, they're changing their shape so that they're like kind of doing the scolding gesture, and then they're turning into Douglas, and then and then they turn into a tree.
Eh,
oh my.
it's a
Oh
story.
my. Oh my.
Yes.
What is Sargi saying?
Well, yeah, I know you said I shouldn't go into the White Sea without you, but this chest. See, you weren't there. I needed to act quickly. It was a matter of precious time.
And you see just kind of a kind of from Sargi. And then you see Sargi change into a shape of Douglas holding like a Sargi umbrella.
Wait, what?
I cannot imagine that.
The beauty of
I'm trying my
TTRPG.
Yep. That is something new. A Sarge
Okay.
umbrella.
Sarge Brella. Yep. All right. So you set out again.
Yes.
All right. You gather your crew and the box and lift the anchor and continue your journey. 2 more tracks ahead. So I would say we end the session here and yeah, see if we continue this then in 2 weeks or not. See if this becomes a regular thing. We'll discuss it.
I mean, it is 3 o'clock in New Zealand, right?
Yep.
It is. It is.
That's why I don't want to drag this out too long. I said roughly 3 hours, and it's a good. I don't think we will reach the destination soon because a lot of stuff happens on the way. It costs so much exploring.
I'm sorry. I feel bad for
No,
stopping now. It's getting
fine.
exciting.
I like that we
Totally
have
fine.
breaks and
Yeah.
don't do it too long because it's also exhausting. Even it's fun and
Yeah.
exhausting, so it's nice to have.
This is a good place to stop. We're ending on a high note. The ship is still mostly intact.
What do
I
you
am
mean?
too.
It's
Yeah.
totally fine.
Focus
ship
on the
is-
good things.
Totally fine.
Yes.
Critterbus was saved.
Critterbus
We're
was
good.
saved.
Lots of weapons now. Yeah.
We have
We
so
do
many
have
weapons,
lots of weapons. That's true. We were complaining about not having weapons at the beginning, and now we have
Yeah.
so many weapons.
now. Well, we have one less.
Okay,
since
one
Sorgi
last
broke the gun,
hydrate
but-
from Mayana.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for joining. If you want to know more about this amazing game, I have the credits right here. It is the Wild Sea. They have a Discord and website and subreddit, and yeah, if you haven't, give this game a shot. It is really cool, and I hope we get to sail more in the future. And then I will raid our dear friends, our fully queer heroes, or playing Gwent right now. So brace
Ooh.
for this journey.
Can you post the Discord link in chat? I see Discord?
Yeah, it's public, right?
Also, Zane, you have to hydrate before raiding.
Yeah, I have to hydrate before raiding. I believe it's a public Discord. I mean, I found it somehow, so it must be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is public.
Yeah, invite people. Okay.
It was in the Kickstarter, I think.
Oops. Here we go. Old script. Oops, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, I copied on my computer and pasted on the on the laptop. You won't have access to this. This is just for Azul. Okay, let's
I'm
go.
intrigued now.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks.
He does. Yeah, shit.